Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, December 21st, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle together as a team. A little bit of a light adjustment. Sorry, Dad, I still haven't managed to get the lighting correct, but whatever. Today's puzzle is constructed by Barbara Lynn and Louis Rothlein. Barbara's name for sure we've seen. Louis I don't recognize, so not that that tells us a whole lot. We're on a 5-day streak because last Sunday really was a doozy. But live solves yesterday, Friday, and the day before, Thursday. So we got that streak going for us. Today was pretty good morning. It's 10:30 now. I've already been skiing. I had access to first tracks at Vail Mountain, which is like a special perk that I get through work from time to time, and get to go out like an hour before the lifts start operating for the public and get to go ski early. And then they treated us to a nice breakfast. So 10:30, I've already got my skiing and my breakfast done. I'm gonna solve this puzzle before watching a whole bunch of football, napping on the couch, and then going to a holiday party this evening. So yeah, nice little Saturday. Um, that's it. Let's do it. Let's solve this puzzle. Saturday, so we're expecting probably a themeless and certainly a difficult puzzle. Hmm. Interesting layout here. I'm gonna do something which I don't usually do, and that's start with the downs. So X follower, perhaps. I mean, that could be so many things. The first thing that came to mind was the new Twitter, X, the new name for Twitter. Lead into Graham. So many things. Losing athlete in the 2002 and 3 NBA Finals. It's not a Mav, is it? Could be a Dallas Maverick. I'm just trying to think also of what, sun, net, things with 3 letters. But we'll come back to that. Runs off at the mouth. That feels like deltas or like a river mouth. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. Like a noisy toy. Like a noisy toy. Turned off. Turned, shut off, maybe? Off kiss part of the statue of St. Peter in Vatican City. Uh, like his toe? St. Peter. Not off to a terrific start here. Shield with 4. I don't even. Not born yesterday, so to speak. Like seasoned or bed hogs at times. Shrinks organization. It's like the American Psychiatric Academy or something, like APA maybe. Just blah. Okay. Forget the downs. We're going across because this is not working out. A shifty little sucker. Yikes, tough cluing today. CD is an example of abbreviation. So I mean, the CD could be like it could be a compact disc, but I doubt it. I'm gonna say it's probably like some kind of a note, like a bank note, um, but it's an abbreviation. So Madrid's Teatro Real for one. Opera house, I bet. Character who says, "I am short, fat, and proud of that." It doesn't ring a bell. Character says, "I'm short, fat, and proud of that." The King of Mambo. Is that Tito Puente? Okay, let's try these downs again and see if we got any help. X dot, right? Epigram, okay. Losing athlete is a net, all right. So it's like the Jason Kidd era nets? No. Maybe. Runs off at the mouth. Froths. Okay. Den. Huh. Like a noisy toy. The toe. Yeah, all right. Shield. Okay. Not born yesterday. Bed hogs. Okay. Feel a little bit better. We got some stuff filled in. No longer waffle. That feels like opt, right? Or act. Runs off at the mouth. Opt. Oh, yappy. A toy as in like a toy dog. Like yappy. Shifty little sucker. It's, I'm not sure if that's dot. Okay. This is off to a terrible start. I hope you've stuck around this far because I promise it'll get better. Pill alternatives in brief. I bet that's like IUDs, like a birth control device thing. Returner's call. Returner's call. A la King. Reason for foot tapping. Like to keep time. Foot tapping. Impatience. I don't know, man. Lines in bars. Confirmation is a rite of passage. Mount something. Isn't it fun? Like, I feel like it's crazy that I don't know what Canada's highest peak is, but it's not even like, oh, it's one of these three. I can't think of a single mountain in Canada other than like Whistler, Blackcomb, I guess ski mountains, Revelstoke, stuff like that. So I don't know. Certain tech exec. I'm gonna bet that's a CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Chinese dog breed. I don't know. All the greater. More so. Alabama is in it, but Alaska is not. Alabama is in it. Like the continental USA. Continental. Adds to the code, say. Probably ends in an S, right? Someone who whistle. Yeah, so that's refs. Stake. Part. Share. Nah. App name for a thief. Rob. Boom. The Hate You Give, author Thomas. No idea. First name and country. I'm going to bet that's Reba McIntyre. Is the Asian bird. Mina? Is that right? Steak. Rooney Mara, I bet. Most of the 1980s. Reagan era. How do you spell Reagan? Slogged through, like, poured through? Poured through? First airing was The French Chef with Julia Child. PBS? No, that can't be. And the Something Wraths Outgrabe. Exclamation with a shake. Black and white divers. Is that like urns? Like the bird? Like ERNS? Is that? This means trouble. It's a little shady. That's ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom, familiarly. Ptolemaic. Worth a shot. Let's try it. No. What some people display after getting stuck. far below the surface. Okay, this is not good, but 8.5 minutes. We've got some stuff filled in. There's a couple of sections here that are looking pretty rough though. Like a shifty, like there's no way that there's a X. I mean, I want this to be dot, right? But runs off. Drools, okay. So what is this? Like, is there any way this is an SP and it's a rebus? And I've got X follows spot following X, and then spendy something. Shifty little sucker. Like, uh, shield with 4. Run interference. Okay, that should help. Astute. A bendy straw? Oh. X. Oh, a bot. Oh, God. All right. Bed hogs are weeds in your garden bed. Shrinks organization. I mean, it might be the American Medical Association. I'm really not sure. One who's made it, one who's made it to some degree. Like a graduate student made it to some degree. Lands. Something hits the shore. Goes ashore. Ashore. Lands, like goes, washes, no, lands. I kind of like it. Not too, not too bad, not so bad. It's got to be too bad, right? Uh, isolated. Isolated. Siloed. Salt, but not pepper. Star forming region nearest to Earth. Oh, God. Go ballistic. Like blow a fuse, blow a gasket. Go ballistic. A la king. Like blow a gasket. I kind of like that. But then what would this be? Oh, nobly. Nobly. Right? Salt but not pepper. Lines in bars. Lines in bars. Genet. I mean, I've never heard of that person. Japanese food that's a good source of what it spells backwards. That's nori, which gives you iron. I don't particularly care for nori. It's seaweed. This is a peak. Pekingese, right? A comms group. A PR team. What is this? Alabama is in it, but Alaska is not. Pen for a hit. Oh, an e-cig? Maybe? That's good. Like enacts a law. This is hard, man. If I finish this, I'm going to be pretty happy with myself. Is this tuba? Stake fund? Yeah, okay. 40. Oh, the lower 48. So continental USA was kind of on the right track. Lower 48. Hundreds made it to some degree. Something grad. So this is not slog. Waded through. Something grad. To some degree. I kind of like it. It's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Salt but not pepper. Okay, where was it? Like many on a Zoom call, remote, and maybe many on the Zoom call, remote, vineyard eponym, like a sole source contract. What? Form letters. I don't know. Blue laws. This means trouble. Woodpecker's fair. Like bad place to be stuck in a rut, maybe. Short palindrome in the middle of a famous longer one. Track stat. RPM. I don't know, man. All right, so 16 minutes. We're not flying through this thing, but this looks a lot better than before we did the down pass. I'm pretty worried about this area here, but let's give it a shot, see if we can get there. A CD is an example of a character who says, I am short, fat, and proud of that. Pooh? Winnie the Pooh? Could be. American Psychiatric Association. A CD is an example of Mahler's first name. Come on, man. Returner's call. Returner's call. Reason for foot tapping. Antsiness. Antsiness. Right? Lines and bars are no idea what that is. The Hate You Give, author Thomas. It's first airing. I mean, I'm going to say this is PBS because I don't know what else it might be. And the remote feels like it might be wrong there. Exclamation with a shake. A shake. I don't get that one. Black and white divers. Oh, those are auks, right? It's a little shady. It's a little shady. Last ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom, familiarly. Worth a shot. It can't hurt. That could be a big one for me. What some people display after getting stuck. Stuck. Like Guts? No. Far below the surface. Subterranean, far below the surface. Inner, in. Maybe this is remote. Shrinks organization. I mean, it's got to be the American Psychiatric Association or something like that, right? One who's made it to some degree. A something grad, post. No. Who's made it to some degree. Lands. Goes. Lands. It's like Logan. One who's made it to some degree. Lands. Like, what is this? One who's made it to some degree. Like, I don't know if that's going to be Logan. Salt but not pepper. Nuclear pact? Could this be Cleopatra? Pact? People display after getting stuck. Tats, tattoos, right? Something nebula. URLs or lines and bars. Okay. Vineyard eponym. Vineyard eponym. Like a sole source contract. Is it no bid? No bid? Deep. Form letters. Is that are those writs? Far below the surface. Deep. Blue laws. Those are bands, right? Exclamation with a shake. Bro. Burr. Oh, Martha's Vineyard. Okay. Bands. Deep. Wait. It's a little shady. Something tree. Bonsai tree. Sap. Oh, whoops. This is deep. Deeps. Deep. What? Tracks that. Deep. Oh, this should be form letters. This should be right and deep seated. Right? Right. Form letters. Oh, God. Okay, I get it now. A CD is an example of Austrian composer Mahler. Like, what? Returner's call. What does that mean? Returner's call. Returner's call. Like hut. I really want this to be Mount Logan. Mount. Okay. Strengths organization. American Psychiatric Association. Like, what else could it be? One who's made it to some degree. Something grad. One who's made it to some degree. A. God. What has made it to some degree? Oh my God, a college grad? Is that. Holy crap. Is it let? Like in tennis? Owl lands. Lands. Comes ashore? Like, could be something else? Alma? Comes ashore and account. Those both seem pretty good. Crap. Let's have a look. Bendy Straw, account, Opera House, Winnie the Pooh, Tito Puente. Pretty sure that's all spelled correctly. Alma Mahler. Right? Is there anything else this could be? It's got to be comes ashore. Opt. IUDs. Returner's call is let nobly antsiness. URLs rite of passage Logan. CTO. Could this be COO? What else? CEO? Or Orion Nebula and CIO. Chief Intelligence Officer, I guess. Hey, though, that was pretty tough. And 2644, like, I'll take it. Can't say I enjoyed that a whole lot, but it's Saturday and we got what we came for, which is a challenging puzzle. So props to Barbara and Lewis for delivering. Let's have a look. Bendy Straw is a shifty little sucker. I love Bendy Straw as a 1A answer. It's like sets a pretty fun tone. A shifty little sucker, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. I don't know. A CD is an example of an account, I guess. Like, that didn't, even once that clicked for me, it didn't really click for me. Madrid's Teatro Real is an opera house where you go to see operas like Winnie the Pooh. I'm short, fat, and proud of that. Winnie the Pooh. There you go. Tito Puente, and the number one thing that I associate Tito Puente with is, you guessed it, The Simpsons. From the episode Who Shot Mr. Burns in probably 1996 or something. And Tito Puente was one of the suspects. But that's all I got there. Alma Mahler, not Alma Mater, Alma Mahler. Terrible. This area is terrible. like APA, account, Alma. I don't. I wish I could say that's not bad, but it's pretty rough. Opt, IUDs, interurinary devices, I think, or intra-urinary, I don't know. Returner's call is let, like in tennis. Nobly is a la king. Regally, nobly. Reason for foot tapping is antsiness. Not great. URLs, IUDs, PBS, blah, blah, blah. Confirmation is a rite of passage. Mount Logan. I grew up in Boston, in the Boston area, and Logan Airport would have been my number one association there. CIO, more letters, yeah. Peak, short for Pekingese, right? More so, lower 48. Yeah, okay. I've not been to Alaska. It's one of 4 states in America that I have not been to, and Alabama's one of the others. So, wait, is that right? Yeah, I've never been to Alabama. Alabama, Alaska, Louisiana, and North Dakota are the 4 states I have not visited. Enact, fund, rob, Angie. I hate you give Angie Thomas. Some tough names here. Angie, Alma, Reba, Mara, Cleo. I don't know. Reba, first name and country, that's fairly easy. Mari Runa, Mara Rooney Mara, Jesus. She was in The Social Network, I believe, which is what I think of. Reagan era, Weighted, PBS, and the Mome Wraths Outgrave. I don't have any idea what that means. Burr is the thing you say when you're cold and shaking. Ox, bonsai tree, it's a little shady. That's nice, I like that. Cleopatra, it can hurt. It can't hurt, pardon me. Tats can hurt. What some people display after getting stuck with a needle, as in. Far below the surface is deep-seated. Bot, not dot. Epigram. The New Jersey Nets, who are now the Brooklyn Nets. But at that time, they would have been the New Jersey Nets. Drools, yappy dog, shut your mouth, toe. Yeah, okay, St. Peter, toe. Run interference. I kind of like that one. Lower 48 and run interference are our 2 grid spanners. Not bad. Astute weeds are bed hogs. That's kind of an odd clue. I mean, it's clever and everything, but Shrink's organization is the American Psychiatric Association, which is what I should have just gone with to begin with. College grad, I'm deeply embarrassed that it took me that long to fill in college, especially when I had the G. Seems like college was a pretty obvious choice there, but c'est la vie. Comes ashore, that's not bad. Siloed, nuclear pact. Orion Nebula is the star-forming region closest to Earth, of course. Blow a gasket. Janae Aiko. I don't think that has any place in a crossword puzzle. That is a real niche name that you would, I mean, you're basically saying like, hey, you better be able to get this with crossers, and I don't think that that's very strong fill. I mean, props to Janae for getting into the New York Times crossword puzzle, but like, I wonder in a poll of 1,000 crossword puzzlers, how many have heard that name? Not me. Japanese food, that's a good source of what it spells backwards. Nori iron, refs, PR team, Mina, Asian bird, e-cig. I feel like e-cig really got phased out by just like vape, and people just refer to them as vapes now. So don't love e-cig. Latin for trumpet is tuba. Interesting that they wouldn't have called the trumpet the tuba then. I don't know. Like many a Zoom call, remote. Like many on a Zoom call, remote. Martha's Vineyard. I used to go to Martha's Vineyard a lot when I was a kid with my dad. We would go stay in Edgartown, and yeah, it was a pretty rad time. No bid, like a sole source contract. I don't have sole source, like there's only one source, I guess. Does that mean that there's only one person who could provide the things in question? I don't know. Form letters is to write. Blue laws are bands. This reminds me of the movie PCU, which is like a billion years old, with Jeremy Piven and David Spade and Jon Favreau. And the Connecticut Blue laws prevent them from buying booze for their big party. And anyways, this means trouble. SOS, SAP, bad place to be stuck in a rut. Error, and estimated time of departure. Is that the track stat? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a pretty deep sense of relief having gotten this done. I hate when I do these live solves or video solves and can't complete them. That's so embarrassing, and I know you're all judging me. But we got this one done despite it being really, really hard. I'm gonna call that like an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and maybe like a 4 out of 10 enjoyability, something like that, because it was pretty rough. But we got it did, we kept the streak alive, and now we have a 3-day video solve streak, which is pretty solid. Like I said, I'm going to a Christmas party tonight, but I don't have a whole lot going on tomorrow. It's not out of the question that I might do a video solve. If enough of you guys watch this, then maybe I will. But yeah, so we'll see. In the meantime, please click the like button. That's always cool, and I super appreciate it. And if you want to see more of these videos, then please subscribe to this channel. I'm not like a professional YouTuber or anything, but it makes me really, really warm and fuzzy inside when someone subscribes to the channel, because it means you guys are watching this content, and I'm not completely wasting my time. I am, but not as much as if no one was watching. And most importantly of all, well, hope you have a great weekend. That's most important of all. But also hope you'll join me again next time for another video solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.